Shalom, y'all.
Okay, all right.
But I know it's gonna be kind of different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, Shalom. We the brothers of Great Millstone, the Church of Birmingham, Alabama. And as always, want to begin by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Yeah, that would be the correct name of the Heavenly Father's beloved Son, and the Holy Spirit, in ancient Hebrew tongue. Also want to give double honors to our teachers, the head apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, much due honors and respect to the sincere brethren out there laboring in His work, as well as you believers out there, the Akim and the Aquath, which consist of you brothers, along with your sisters that subscribe to this truth as well. So, yep, the title that's sitting right here is going to be simply entitled, Hasten to Flee These Times, which these times could be considered monumental. Then this is a time reserved for the wrath of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. The judgment of the Heavenly Father and the things written and foretold to come to pass here in the latter days is now amongst us, man, and right upon us, And according to the scriptures, this is a time that can be rivaled with any other time in history. Matter of fact, you got some?
No,
let's get that real quick. Daniel, the 12th chapter, Because, you have Esau pretty much setting a snare, all right? He's doing what he do. He's luring the people to sleep, and he's getting ready to spring into action, man. Which it really goes back to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, but pursuant to the scriptures, Psalm 17 chapter, how this man is the sword of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Well, the Lord is preparing to take one last proverbial swing at the inhabitants of the planet Earth, and in particular, you Israelites. All right, we coming into a time where the scriptures have coined the time of Jacob's trouble, man. All right, so go ahead up.
Yeah, it's Daniel chapter 12 and 1. He said, at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation.
Yep, there shall be a time of trouble. Go ahead.
It says, even to that same time, and at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book.
So there's going to be a time, we are embarking on a time of trouble that has never been the like seen since there been a nation, even to this very time. All right. So with that established, there's actually an exit from this time, man. But are we to get on a plane? You had this fleet doctrine. That was GOCC, where they had their congregation to go out to Egypt and get away from America. No, man. There's no way you could flee the wrath of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. There's only way you could flee these times, and that's in the spirit. All right? Meaning you are not to become acclimated and grounded, and attached to America, man. Now, this is going to prove to be somewhat of an obstacle, especially for Jake, man, because why? This devil is pretty much handing out money, man. He's giving away these stimulus checks, these stimulus packages, and that's a form of luring you back to sleep. If you was somewhere in the spirit of getting up out of this place, this devil is trying to, rock you back to sleep by giving you these stimulus packages, man, the stimulus checks. So, real quick, before we go further, let's get this article, because we want to share something with you that's fascinating, man. Hey, besides the fact this devil is just giving out money, he's giving out uh, in unemployment. He's giving them $600 extra each week on top of what they get. All right, I think Social Security. You know, if you was laid off and if you file taxes, if you have a direct deposit, pretty much you qualify for money. But it don't stop here. Check this out. Go ahead, out.
This is from laeater.com. It says California will provide 125 million in stimulus checks.
Now, California, now usually, see these states, they split up. You know, they got their own little sovereignty, if you will, but it's all under the banner of the United. That's why it's known as the United States. So one state will adopt something, and usually California started off with stuff. Then it actually spills over to the other states. So California has provided $125 million in stimulus checks, but check it out. Go ahead.
To undocumented workers.
To undocumented workers. So we a year removed from getting all the immigrants out of here to set aside $125 million to give them. You see how this devil is, man? Read that again, man.
It says California will provide $125 million in stimulus checks.
Hey, these devils never gave you nothing, man. All right? These devils tight. They want it all, man. Scripture says, matter of fact, give me that Obadiah real quick. All right, these devils, they stole everything. They stole everything from us, right? They stole our culture, you know? And the one thing that we did have, you know what I mean? The one thing we did have was faith, you know, and hope. We had hope, like, okay, maybe we could be delivered. And guess what? Them devils stole that, man. They said, nah, everybody can be saved. It ain't just for you. That inheritance ain't. So these devils steal everything. Now all of a sudden they want to give you something. Go ahead, I get that.
It's Obadiah, verse 5. It says, if these came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough?
Right. So even a robber and a thief will steal till you had enough, right? Go ahead.
It says, if the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes?
Yeah, so these devils took every last grape, the grapes that hit the ground, they stole that too. It's like a robber come in your house, steal everything, then he raid the fridge. You know? He drank your orange juice and leave the car. He take the car, man. You know what I mean? That's Esau. All right, that was it on there, right? So okay, if that's the case, and that's the MO of the so-called white man, you take a glimpse into his history, which is riddled with bloodshed. Matter of fact, give me St. John, Yahweh Shah.
The thief.
All right, this man, when you take a glimpse into his history, right, is riddled with rape, robbery, and murder. And you can emphasize robbery, because this man stole entire continents, man. He stole not just America, the Americas. He raided all that, man. You know, different parts of the world, different pressure points on the planet Earth was perceived to have somewhat of value in the form of resources, man. So-called white man all up in there, man. So now all of a sudden, he's gonna get, like when you go into like the natives, he'll push them out of their land and set up a damn reservation, which is nothing more than a damn project, ghetto, or barrio, right? And then he said, that's yours. And all of a sudden, he'll run a pipeline through there. You know? He steal everything, right? So go ahead.
This is St. John 10 and 10. It said, the thief come not but for to steal and to kill.
This is the only reason he come. The only reason Christopher Columbus came over here was to what?
But to steal.
To steal.
And to kill.
And to kill.
And to destroy.
And to destroy. That's the only, the so-called white man pop up, he's coming to steal, kill, and destroy. Matter of fact, give me Ecclesiastes 12 and start at 16. Because this man will pop up as if he's here to aid you, as if he's here to support you. You know, like what happened out there in Haiti, the earthquakes. Clinton, you know, them devils was out there, and they came up off that. They made investments. You know, they ended up stealing when they was out there, man. Anywhere this devil show up, you got to remember the so-called white man. The reason why we call him so-called white because he's actually red. Now that color red is a warning. If you see something red, it's actually a warning. You know, so the sight of Esau is a warning, man. Matter of fact, jump up to the 10th verse. Let's just read down from there.
Con, this is Ecclesiastes 12 and 10.
Mm-hmm.
Never trust thine enemy.
Right, never trust your enemy. So here this devil is. All of a sudden, right, this man who have everything was set up, his system was set up, it was legislation set up, everything was set up. His energy was in play to keep you in further derision, to keep you oppressed as a people. Now all of a sudden, he's throwing you bread. You can't trust that.
Yep.
Go ahead. Oh, you got something?
Yeah, I got a quick precept.
Go ahead.
This the book of Psalm 62 and 10.
Mm-hmm.
Trust not in oppression, become not vain in robbery. If riches increase, set not your heart upon them.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Because this riches can be a snare, especially in this world, in this society, because it's tainted. It tells you that, I believe that's is that Proverbs 23, where it says riches grow in 22, I believe. Where it says trust not in uncertain riches, for they surely grow themselves wings. So here in this lifetime, it's not convenient for you to put your stock into the riches of the world because it's tainted. You know, it's pretty much an enigma. It's an illusion. All right.
Yep.
So yeah, go ahead.
So like Ecclesiastes 12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching.
Yeah, he humbled himself and go crouching, and that's what you're witnessing right now. This man humbling himself as if he's here to help you. All right, go ahead.
It says, yet take good heed.
Yeah, take good heed. Why? Because that's your enemy. In fact, that's your arch enemy. When you read Psalms the 83rd chapter, it outlines the enemies of the nation of Israel. And guess who's at the top of the list? The nation of Edom, man. All right, go ahead.
He said, yet take good heed and beware of him.
Yep, beware. Look up that word beware, man. See, and this is the problem with Jake. You know, Jake is docile, man. You know, this is how you got overthrown in the first place. Which when you read the story of the serpent, matter of fact, we're going to go into that. So look up that real quick, the word beware.
This is beware.
Oh, and another thing, the scriptures actually supports the idea of having an enemy, man. This is a foreign idea to you so-called Christians out there. You know, you have been taken by this idea, which that guy, Martin Luther King, he did a number on Israel, man. That was a key, a turning point in Israel. That was a dark point in Israel history, man. This guy came and he conditioned our people's mind to believe that the little white boys and little white girls would actually hold hands. You know, after this devil slaughtered you, man. But see, that spirit has rested on our people to this very day, so much so to when you present the idea of them having enemies, which that's not a foreign idea. The scriptures say consider the beast of the field. Do not dares get the hell out of there when they see a lion. They don't say, you know what, let's coexist with lions, you know? Or let's, make peace with, matter of fact, you got that?
Yeah,
get that.
Yep, this is Sirach 13 and 15. Every beast loveth his life.
Right, every beast loveth his life. And guess what? A beast don't have the mental capacity of a human. You know, a beast will take a dump in front of everybody when they have sex, you know. Yet they got the instincts to know not to run with their enemies, man. Go ahead,
Say every beast loveth his like, and every man loveth his neighbor.
Yep, every man loveth his neighbor. Go ahead.
All flesh consorteth according to kind.
Right, so the Lord created these different nations for a reason, man. They got different, man, you got these people trying to say we all the same. No, man, everything different about the nations. Not to mention they look different, all right? They got a different spirit. Guess what? They got a different taste. The fools of the nations is different, man. They listen to different genres of music, man. You know? That's why the nations is known as worlds, pursuant to the book of Hebrews, the first chapter. So when you go into Esau world, that's a whole other world. Listening to their music, the shit they like to listen to, the shit that they like to do. Man, that's not a part of your culture. That's not a part of your makeup. You can't rock with a damn more a gook. You know, if you're an Israelite, you ain't gonna be able to listen to his music or do what he do. See what I'm saying? So every beast consorted to his like. Go ahead.
It says, and every man, that's like it says, and a man will cleave to his like.
And a man will cleave to his like. Go ahead.
What fellowship have the wolf with the lamb?
Right, those are enemies. What fellowship does the wolf have with the lamb? None whatsoever. No fellowship whatsoever, man. All right, go ahead.
So the sinner with the godly.
So the sinner with the godly. Who is the sinner? Esau. By nature, this man was created to be the wicked. Israel would be the godly. Go ahead.
It says, what agreement is there between the hyena and a dog?
Right, so you'll never be able to come to an agreement. Yeah, you're able to coexist for a minute, but that's analogy I made a while back. If you consider boxing, when the bell ring, they go out there, they do their thing, and they'll go back to their corner. But then when that bell ring again, they go back at it. It was a time, going into like the 80s and 90s and the 2000s. Esau and Jacob was in the corner. Now the Lord has just rung that bell. The Lord's about to ring that bell again. And guess what? Esau gonna run out there to the ring, and Jake gonna come out there too. But Jake is still punch drunk from goddamn getting their ass whooped. You know what I mean?
Esau gonna meet him in his corner.
Yeah. Esau gonna meet him in his corner, man. See? And Jake not even gonna understand that they're in a fight. They don't even know. Oh shit! I need to be boxing these guys. This is my enemy right here. Go ahead.
It says, and what peace between the rich and the poor?
Yep.
It says, as the wild ass is the lion's prey in the wilderness.
The wild ass is the lion's prey in the wilderness, man. Oh, I was watching donkeys, right? Donkeys real docile. They don't even, that's the worst animal getting away from a damn prey, man. I mean, a predator. If you ever saw a donkey, it was like about 5 or 6 donkeys. Man, and the lions had a feast with them, man. They was all docile. They really didn't know how to run. They was real, they was indecisive, and they just had a field day on them, man. Well, that's that ass. And spirit, real talk, spirit. I just saw it. It went 7-2 hours ago. I saw the little documentary. It was hard to even watch. I said, God damn. The donkeys were getting their ass handed to them, and they had little donkey babies with them and shit, getting tore up, man. And the lions, it was lioness. A bunch of lioness just had a field day, man. But guess what? That's what the scripture said. Go ahead, read that again.
It says, as the wild ass is the lion's prey in the wilderness.
See, as the wild ass is the lion's prey, all right? Because like a donkey is very docile. Well, that symbolizes Jake. Jake is docile. And their attention has been caught by a damn stimulus check. And they're not even questioning, oh shit, this damn devil giving me something? This man, here it is, this man, he goddamn rides you for bills, and if you, here it is, the water bill, right? Really, water should be your God given. It comes with the earth. This man is charging you for the water. You don't pay it, they'll cut your shit off, man. Or even they'll package the water and bottle it and sell it to you when it's free. So you mean tell me this same devil all of a sudden have a change of heart? When the scripture says it's impossible for him to have a change of heart. What's that, Jeremiah 13? Jeremiah 13, you can get that up.
I got a precept.
Go ahead.
This is Proverbs 17 and 23. A wicked man taketh a gift out of the bosom to pervert the ways of judgment.
Woo! Yep, and that's what these devils do. Man, that's bad. A wicked man will take a gift out of the bosom to pervert the ways of judgment, man. It's not in sincerity, It's all an effort to further his wicked agenda. And that's what you're witnessing right now, man. All right? So give me what you got real quick, and we're going to go back.
The book of Jeremiah 13, verse 23. Can the Ethiopian change his skin?
Right, can an Ethiopian change his skin? Go ahead.
Or the lepers his spots?
Or the lepers his spots? Go ahead.
Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil.
And who is accustomed to doing evil? Esau, the so-called white man. Man, I charge you, man, I dare you to come up with anything this man ever did good, man. I'll wait. Real talk. What did the so-called white man ever do to contribute to the planet Earth, man? Real talk. That's how you think about it, man. You can think long and hard. What have Esau ever did to contribute to the planet Earth, man? Nothing, man. Everything this man has done has been an effort to destroy. And Yahweh Shah was spot on, man. Our Lord said the devil comes but to steal, kill, and destroy. That's it. This man single-handedly overthrew the planet Earth, man. He's knocked off the ecosystem, man. He poisoned the water, he poisoned the air. How the hell could you poison the water, man? You got animals at the brinks of extinction, man. We can go on and on concerning this devil, man. All right? But now all of a sudden, he's giving you out gifts. Man, look, man, how about you outside preparing something, man? All right? So, come on, go back here.
Yeah, this is back in Ecclesiastes 13, 13 and verse 19, finish it off. It says, as the wild ass is the lion's prey in the wilderness, so the rich eat up the poor.
So the rich eat up the poor, man. And the rich would be these elite banking families, man. All right? And they eating up the poor. They devour the poor. Pretty much they got you on a damn hamster wheel. You running, you getting ran, but you going nowhere. All right? So, look, man, how about somebody I'm going to visit? Matter of fact, give me that in James real quick. James, the 5th chapter. And we're going to get around to it, man. This the time we're in now, this is the time to flee those times. And through the Spirit, we're going to convey what the Scriptures mean, which that's a quote, that's an excerpt, loosely paraphrased from the book of Ecclesiastic in the 14th chapter, which we're going to go into that, all right? Because the Lord pretty much gives you the blueprint on how to approach the times we're going into. See, the Lord didn't leave us naked, man. Oh, that's what it means to be clothed. We clothed, man. We covered, all right? We just have to apply. See, you know, it's one thing to talk about it, but when, like they say, when bullets fly, live bullets, you know, like you have a quarterback, he hitting all his passes in practice, but when live bullets is flying, then he'll fall under pressure. So right now, we're going into live bullets. Right now, this devil has made a move. He's giving you these stimulus checks. Now, what you gonna do? You know? All right, go ahead.
Yeah, this James chapter 5, you just started the top, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, this James 5:1, woe to, he said, go now, ye rich men.
Yep, go now, ye rich man, we just read, the rich eateth up the poor. Go ahead.
Weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you.
Yeah, and that's the beautiful thing. You know, because you got people out there that can scratch the surface. They own to something. You know, you got these conspiracy theories. They know about the Illuminati. They know about the diabolical, wicked schemes and plans of the bankers, but they don't know that the light at the end of the tunnel. They didn't know that these devils is going to fail miserably. See, we got that comfort. We got that luxury, man. So amidst all the drama, we know that Yahweh Shem outside is going to overthrow these devils. And that's what we're reading right here. Go ahead.
He said, your riches are corrupted,
Mm-hmm.
and your garments moth-eaten,
Mm-hmm.
your gold and silver is cankered,
Yep.
and the rust of them shall be a witness against you.
Right, so your very riches and the fact that you have the world at your disposal, that's a witness against you, man. Because when we read this scripture, we have to say, well, hold up, who is there to talk about? There's nobody else to point to but the bankers, man.
Yep.
See, that's their own riches is a witness against them. Go ahead.
It shall eat your flesh as it were fire.
Mm-hmm.
Ye have heaped treasures together for the last days.
Right, which we're in that time. All right, go ahead.
Behold, the hire of the laborers which have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud.
Yeah, you kept back our labors, our fruits of our labor by fraud. Meaning what? You gave us a damn certificate of FRN, a piece of paper, while you hoarded up all the gold, man. And to add insult to injury, the piece of paper got the devil face on it. Goddamn George Washington, man. Man, go ahead, Doc.
It said, which is of you kept back by fraud, crieth, and the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord.
Right, and that's really dealing with the elect. Because we those labors, and the Lord hear our cry. That's why I forget exactly what it's at. I know it's in the Apocrypha. It said, the ears of the humble pierce the clouds.
Oh,
you know? So the Lord hearing us. We crying out again. Man, really, even when Jake complained or whoever complained, they don't even know who the damn bankers are, man. They don't know who is the source of their problems. You know, but we have, you know, we had, again, this is court. When you go into, what's that, Luke? I think it's Luke the 18th chapter.
Yep.
The persistent widow. She crying out against the serpent. She know who the hell her enemy is, man. She asking for justice. So that's us. We know exactly. We have pinpointed, targeted the wicked, man. All right.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Sirach 35. I'm gonna start at 15. It said, "Do not the tears run down the widow's cheek?"
Yeah. Woo! And who is the widow? That's the elect, man.
Yep.
Go ahead.
It says, "And is not her cry against him that causes them to fall?"
Right. So our cry is not just some faint cry. No, we actually gearing that cry towards a certain person. These bankers, man.
Yep.
Go ahead.
It says, "He that serveth the Lord shall be accepted with favor, and his prayer shall reach unto the clouds."
See, that's dealing with the elect, man. So the Lord look at us with favor, and now prayers reach into the clouds, you know, which is the chariots, and they deliver it back. Because that's in Proverbs where it says, "Watch what you say to the king about the king. At least a little bird hear it and report it back." That's dealing with the chariots, man. So you got angels that's here to hear our cries and report it, to take it before the throne. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Raphael, one of them angels, he actually said, "That's my job, you know, to hear the prayers," or something like that. Yeah, go ahead.
Yep.
What you was that?
I think, yeah.
I think that was him. Yeah.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Sirach 35 and 17. It said, "The prayer of the humble pierceth the clouds until it come nigh. He would be comforted and would not depart."
Yeah, we won't be comforted to the Lord execute judgment against our enemies. We're going to continue to cry, and that's and also in the parable of the persistent widow, the fortunate widow. Go ahead.
It says, "Till the Most High shall behold." So like it said, "Till the Most High shall behold to judge righteously and execute judgment."
See that? So we're going to continue to cry and sigh for the abominations done in the midst thereof, to the Lord finally execute judgment on those who have offended, man. And that would be you damn devils. All right, you got something? All right. So now let's go.
Back in the James.
Go in the James.
All right, come back in the James 5 and start at 4 again. It said, "Behold, the hire of the laborers which have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud, crieth, and the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth."
Right. So our cries have entered into the ears of Yahweh Shema Shah. Go ahead. The Lord of hosts. Go ahead.
He said, "Ye have lived in pleasures on the earth."
Right. These devils have lived in pleasures on the earth. In some cases, they don't even touch the ground. They got helicopters there laying on building tops, and surely they don't eat at the damn restaurants you eat. You ain't gonna catch the bankers eating at damn McDonald's, man, unless they just want to, you know. But they eat the choice meat. They drink the choice wine. All right, go ahead.
He said, "Ye have lived in pleasure on the earth, and been one time,"
meaning undisciplined. Because these devils is reckless, man. That's why you see the nature of an Edomite is they're a damn skydive, they're a bungee jump, they're a rock climb. You know, or they do the shit like the flying squirrel.
Oh yeah.
The damn gargles on them.
Yeah, man.
They reckless, man. That's why the scriptures say our children are our oppressors. It's like goddamn Macaulay Culkin, Home Alone. Like, what you do when you leave a child at the house, a damn devious kid? You gonna fuck the crib, but that's what Esau did. The earth, he was given reigns over the earth. He completely spoiled the entire planet Earth, man. Go ahead,
"Ye have nourished your hearts as in the day of slaughter.
Yep.
Ye have condemned and killed the just."
Yeah, they're guilty of that. Their history is riddled with the blood of the saints. Go ahead.
"And he doth not resist you."
Right, and Jake don't resist you. Hey, if anything, Jake bump heads with each other, man. Jake is not going at these bankers. All right, Jake don't resist you, yet you go after them. You know, you have made them your prey. All right, so let's go back to Ecclesiastes.
Yeah, this Ecclesiastes 12 and 11. It says, "Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him."
Yeah, and beware of him. Now look up this word beware.
Now this word beware is pretty much a Google definition. It says, "Be cautious."
Yep, be cautious.
"And alert of the danger thereof."
And be alert of the danger thereof. Now again, that color red, it symbolizes danger. If you want to look that up too,
What is it?
The color red,
Oh, yeah,
as it
red.
pertains, you know.
Kind.
So beware means to be cautious of. So the scriptures is encouraging you to beware of your enemy, man. And Jacob have a problem with you when we try to point them to their enemy, man. Well, I got a white homeboy, man. Go lunch with, man. We shoot pool, man. That man better than any black man. You know, but I know. You know what I mean? When that's your how about Shema outside trying to show you mercy, man. You know? Go ahead.
Yeah, this is color red. It says red is the color of extremes.
The red is the color of what?
Extreme.
Extremes, man. Hey, you ain't got that many colors here on the planet Earth, right? So let's simplify it. When you driving, you get to a stop sign. What's the color that tells you to stop? Red, man. Meaning don't go no further. That means you got to proceed. And after that, you get yellow. You know, or it's yellow before the red. Yep. That means caution. Proceed with caution. Then when you see red, oh, you got to stop. You shouldn't go no further. Danger is potential danger if you continue to go once you see red, right? Yep. See? Go ahead.
It said red is the color of extremes. It's the color of passionate love, seduction.
Seduction. This devil seduces you. This stimulus package, which that word stimulus, I'm about to look that up. You know what I mean? That's just mean to stimulate. Seduce you. You stimulate. That woman, that whore, man.
Yep. It says seduction, violence.
Oh, whoa, violence. Violence.
Yep.
Give me, real quick, give me Micah, the 2nd chapter. All right, red. We reading the colors red. Now you might say, well, what that got to do with the script? Well, the scriptures go into colors.
Yep.
Matter of fact, let's get that real quick. Matter of fact, give me Revelation 6.
Yep, this is Revelation.
In Genesis 25.
God. This is Revelation chapter 6 and 4. It says, and there went out another horse that was red.
So if color had anything to do with it, if color didn't play any part on your psyche and your outlook on things, right, in relation to you not being put to death, well, why was the scripture even said what color it was? And we reading that red means cautious and violence. Read that again.
It said, and there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth.
Now, we know that that's talking about Esau because we could pull it up. Do you know that out of the 229 years that America's been in power, 222 of them, matter of fact, because I know we got a whole lot going on. Matter of fact, let me look it up real quick. I want to share something with y'all real quick. I went into this before, but you know, this is all an effort to edify, man. So, real quick, it ain't gonna take long for me to look it up real quick. All right. Now check this out right here. Peep this. It says America has been at war 93% of the time. It says, look, 222 out of 239 years since 1776. So, out of 239 years they've been in power, they've been at war 222 of those years. That's a 93% rate. So you mean to tell me the scriptures ain't spot on, man? When it identified the so-called white man as being the red horse that took peace from the earth?
Yep.
Read that again.
This is Revelation 6 and 4. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword.
A great sword. Now peep this, right? It says, in other words, there were only 21 calendar years in which the U.S. did not wage any war. So you see, man, you can't make this stuff up, man. This is the most powerful book on the planet Earth. And it's giving an accurate assessment of the so-called white man. This is a thorough, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Diagnosis of the devil, man. All right, go ahead. I'll give what you got.
Yeah, this is Psalm 73 and 6. It said, therefore pride compasses them about as a chain, it says violence covered them as a garment.
Violence covered them as a garment. We read that. Everything surrounds this man is violence. See?
Yep.
So yeah, now let's go to Genesis 25.
Kind of Genesis 25 and 25. And the first came out red.
Oh, and the first came out red. Why did that matter? If color don't play on the psyche, if color is not a part of the grand scheme of things, or the equation. There's a formula here, man, that the Lord have given us, man. That we can say, okay, put this together, put that together. Hold up, you the devil, man. All right, go ahead.
It says, and the first came out red, all over like an hairy garment.
See that? The point is red. Go ahead.
And they call his name Esau.
And that's why we know that Esau is you so-called white people today, man. All right? Besides the fact that everything that you do is in perfect harmony with the characteristics of the devil, man. All right? So now,
Micah 2.
yep, give me that Micah 2.
It's the book of Micah 2 and 2. And they covered fields and take them by violence.
Yeah, and they covered fields and take them by violence. They took down the Native Americans in an effort to take this land, which was all Bible prophecy, we understand, but they built a certain way. They wired a certain way. They covered fields and they went.
And take them by
They
violence.
take them by violence. They don't sit down and diplomatically work that out. They could have sat down with the natives and said, you know what? Let's share, let's coexist with, together, No, that's not in the nature of these damn devils, man. His instinct was to take it by violence. Oh, that's why Christopher Columbus, he sent the report back to the king and queen. That devil said, hey, man, we could take them down with 50 men or some shit like that. Fucking devil. Go ahead.
It says, in houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage.
That's right. All right, so now let's go back to the definition.
Kind.
You have more on this revelation?
No, that was the point of the revelation.
All right, let's go back to that definition.
Kind. Yeah, this is red. Color matter. Oh, it says color matter.
Oh, color matter. That's the spirit.
Yeah,
It said what? Color matter.
Color matter. Yep.
All right, the scriptures deal with history. This is a history book. This is a book of law, statutes, and commandments. It consists of psalms, songs, prophecies, and it also deals with numerology, and colors. And colors, man.
Yep.
Colors matter. All right, go ahead.
It says red is the color of the streams. It's the color of passionate love, seduction, violence, danger, anger, and adventure.
Yep.
It says our prehistoric ancestors saw red as the color of fire and blood.
Woo!
It says,
The scriptures say he's a bloody man.
Yep.
Since thou hast not hated blood,
What's a little bit more?
A little bit more, go ahead.
Yeah, it says the meanings is what it is selected. Rage, anger, danger, malice, wrath, stress.
Oh, stress. Give me Job. What's that? I think that's Job.
What was that?
It said in the fullness of his sufficiency he shall be in strength.
Time.
I think that's Job, the 20th chapter, 22nd verse.
Yep, this is Job.
Now the reason we won't get that, go ahead.
Job 20 and 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in strength.
Now when you go into that word strength right there, it means distress. See it? Go ahead.
Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him.
And that's another thing. Esau can't hide himself. Whenever this man is happy, he's sad, he catch a cold, he's stressed, he show any emotions that red show forth.
Yep.
That's so he's inferior to us, man. He was meant to be a slave.
Yep.
Like a slave steal an apple. Did you steal that apple? He's gonna turn red. When we got power over you, man. You lying to me. You lying, man. I'm not lying. You red, man. Seize him. Yeah, go ahead.
That was it on that.
That was it. Yeah, let's go back.
Yeah, it's back in Ecclesiastes 12 and 11. It says, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him.
Oh, we just looked at the word beware. Go ahead.
It said, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped the looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away.
Yeah, when you look at wipe a looking glass, you look closer. You even take a look into the history. We said, you know what? This is the same fucking devil, man.
Yep.
Go ahead.
It says, set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place.
Yep, and that's what happened to the natives. Go ahead.
Neither let him sit at thy right hand.
And that even happened when you go back into you had the Roman Empire, you had the Holy Roman Empire, you know, you had the Byzantine Empire. What happened? They slowly started letting Esau up in there, and then what happened? They eventually took him down. We spilled over to the Renaissance, the rebirth to what you have now. So on all levels, whenever you trust this devil, he eventually will take you down. Well,
it says, neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat, and at the last remember my words and be pricked there.
And that's us. We remember this the last days, and we remember these words. Does not the scripture say this is going to stir up your remembrance? The Lord said you're going to remember my words, you're going to be pricked. And you be pissed, man. Go ahead.
It says, who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent?
Right. Who would pity a charmer that's bitten with a serpent? Now, that's what, you know, and it ain't about the stimulus check. We just throw that out there because we wanted to share that information, which again, that was fascinating to me. These devils giving away to immigrants. They give it undocumented. Come on, man. Hey, this thing getting interesting, man. Come on, man. This thing heavy will be, man. Come on, man. Things is getting interesting. This devil, not even a year, 6 months removed, was ready to build a wall. Was ready to build a wall to keep the undocumented immigrants out of here. Now they're ready to give them a check. Hey, man, this devil is plotting, man. See what I'm saying? Go ahead. Hey, I think what it said was 170-some million.
125 million.
125 million set aside. You know what I mean? For just some Issacharite, man. Go ahead.
It says, who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come that wild beast?
Right. You shouldn't even come. We just read that in the Ecclesiastes 13th chapter. If a deer come near a lion, you're gonna sit back and get your popcorn ready, man. You ain't gonna even pity him. Because he know he should be getting the fuck out of there. So that's what Jake shouldn't even be aligning himself with this man. Go ahead, up.
God, it says, for a while he will abide with thee, but if thou begin to fall, he will not tarry.
Right, yeah, that's the devil, man. Go ahead.
An enemy speaking sweetly with his lips.
Oh, we're going to give you a relief. We're going to give you stimulus packages. He's speaking sweetly. Go ahead.
But in his heart,
in his secret meetings, in his chambers, what?
He imagined how to throw thee into a pit.
Yeah, imagine he got a plot, he got a scheme, he got a blueprint to overthrow you. Go ahead.
He will weep with his eyes.
Yep.
But if he find
he'll weep with his eyes. Oh man. You know what I mean? You gotta work. Oh, you know, like you see these presidents, like they visit certain cities.
Oh, yeah, man.
And they act like they so concerned. They send out people telling their problem, they send out listening and shit. No. You know, get the fuck out of here, man. They'll weep with their eyes, right? But go ahead.
It said, but if he find opportunity.
But if he find opportunity, which this is the perfect opportunity, you got all you Jakes in the house, Cardi B, everybody in the house. So now, and the military is already here, man. Oh, that's another thing you got to question. You giving me stimulus check. First and foremost, you giving me all this money, but I can't spend it. Ain't that only I can do it? Go to the grocery store. I can't spend it, right? But then the military is waiting. Why the military here? Because he's looking to overthrow you. All right. He's trying to. He's setting a snare. He's laying a snare for you. Go ahead, up.
He said, but if he find opportunity, he would not be satisfied with blood.
Yep. Go ahead.
He said, if adversity come upon thee.
Right, and adversity have come upon you, you have lost your job. You know, or you can't work. Oh, if you're working right now, I know with these restaurants, like let's say Applebee's or Waffle House, which I know somebody work at Applebee's, and they told me like they just work 2 days a week now. Because they do, you can't go up in there, but they do like curbside services. And you know, you got the Uber Eats and stuff like that. So he said, look, man, I'm just working because they just trying to be, they just being nice, giving me hours. You know, because I've been there, you know, and I'm a chef, a cook or whatever. You got the waiter, You got the cashier and the cook.
Mm-hmm.
See? So right now, this is a time of adversity. Read that again.
God, it says, if adversity come upon thee,
Yep, go ahead.
thou shalt find him there first.
Yeah, he the first somebody there on the scene. Like, he got to help you, man. Go ahead.
And though he pretend to help thee.
Oh, read that again.
It said, and though he pretend to help thee.
Yeah, and though he pretend to help you, that's what these devils do. They pretend, right now, more than ever, they're pretending to help you, man. And we just read the article, man. Here it is. The illegal immigrant was the face of terror. That was the new face of terror, man. That was the new Al Qaeda a year ago. Or not even 6 months removed, probably. You start seeing more El Chapo documentaries. You know what I mean? Start hearing more about the Mexican mafia.
That's why Trump shut it down the first time, because of the border.
Because of the border, right? Yeah, he shut down shit because of the border. When they would say, please, Mr. Trump, remember the nigga woman, please, Mr. Trump, please just give us one more chance. Well, it was all, the motivation was behind the illegal immigrant. Now, they got $125 million ready for your ass. Come on, man. But that's the scripture. We read the scripture live and direct. Go ahead.
It said, though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undetermine thee.
Undermine.
Oh, slack it. Yet he shall undermine thee.
Yet he shall undermine you. That's what they doing. Right? They undermining Jacob. Really, this goes back to Jacob and Esau, man. And this is Esau's way of attacking. You know, gradualism, you can throw that in there. Overall, this is how a serpent strikes. You know, he slithers. You never knew the serpent was there until you're like, oh shit. Oh, bit, you know, that's it. Yeah, you got something? The element of surprise, you know?
That's it, yep.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Psalms 37 and 12. The wicked plotted against the just.
Yeah, the wicked plotted against the just, man. This is a form of plotting and scheming, man. This is a well thought out, elaborate strategy by the so-called white man to overthrow you, man. See? Go ahead.
It says, and gnasheth upon
Oh,
him.
that's why we select it. That's why we read Genesis 27 chapter. Remember when Esau said, in the days of mourning my father is over, then I shall slay my brother? That's the whole MO. They get a rush just killing a nigga, man. Oh, when they kill these animals, that's assimilation, man. You know, because they want blood. That's how they get their fix. So, you know, to replace that lust for killing a Jake, they'll kill an animal. That's why you see them at the rodeo. They throw that rope. They hang you. You know? Man, they got it for Jake, man. They got a perpetual hatred for you. And that's what's shown in Ezekiel the 35th chapter. Go ahead.
It says, the wicked plotted against the just, and gnasheth upon him with his teeth.
Right. Gnasheth upon him with his teeth, meaning press upon you with his military. And that's about to happen. Full-fledged. Even Yahweh Shah prophesied about that. If you only knew your, he said, if you only knew your peace, that was unto you. But now, matter of fact, you'll get that. Let's say, yep, continue.
Continuing on in verse 13, the Lord shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is coming.
Right, and that's actually reflected through us. We're a reflection of that. You know, we don't give a damn about what these devils doing because we see his day coming. Even if certain brothers is martyred, if some brothers have to suffer, you know, whatever that's out there, you know, before you, whatever the will of Yahweh Shema might be, we know that at the end of the day, this devil is not going to remain in power, man. Even if you lose your life behind this thing, you know, guess what? You know, when you reincarnate, which there's a such thing as reincarnation, when you brought back on the planet Earth, Esau won't be there, man, as far as him being in power. So it's all worth it. You know, this devil is, you know. Go ahead. That was it on that?
You couldn't remember it.
All right.
While you looking for that,
Yeah, go ahead.
I can get another one. This is the book of Psalms. This is the book of Psalms 14 and verse 3. It says, they are all gone aside. They are all together become filthy. There is none that doeth good, no, not one. Have all the workers of iniquity no knowledge, who eat up my people as they eat bread.
Just like, read that again.
It is Psalm 14:3. They are all gone aside. They are all together become filthy.
Right, the Esau, go ahead.
There is none that doeth good.
Not one Edomite that doeth good. Go ahead.
No, not one.
Yep.
It says, have all the workers of iniquity no knowledge, who eat up my people as they eat bread.
Right, and we read that in Sirach, the 13th chapter, right? It says, the rich eateth of the poor, which symbolizes devouring them, you know? Meaning they the predator and we the prey. We got no power in our hand, man. We have to lay all of our hopes, we at the mercy of Yahweh by Shema Shah. Go ahead.
It says, and call not upon the Lord.
Yep. Because these devils, they don't acknowledge Yahweh by Shema Shah. They don't even acknowledge the one who they call God and Jesus. That's why they shut down these churches, man. Furthermore, when you go into their science, it's all about the Big Bang Theory. Everything is contributed to somehow silence any idea of there being a higher power than them, man. All right? Go ahead.
God, this is St. Luke 19 and 42. It says, saying, if thou hast known, even thou at least in this thy day, the things which belong unto thy peace.
Right, that's how it's speaking to Israel. He said, you only know the things that belong to your peace, meaning this knowledge. See, Jake don't know that. We got peace. We got this knowledge as a form of peace, man. That's going to comfort us in the times to come, which really we at that time. All right, go ahead up.
It says, but now they are hid from thine eyes.
Now they are hid. Woo! Now they are hid from thine eyes, which is dealing with this knowledge, man. Go ahead.
For the day shall come upon thee.
And that's talking about now. Go ahead.
That thine enemies.
Woo! That thine who?
Enemies.
Right. And that's again when you present the idea of Jake having enemies, they are taken by that. Man, where you been? Even if you ain't deep, if you ain't got the mental capacity to study or read, well, the Lord laid it out in the form of damn 12 years a slave, or Roots, or some damn documentary, or pictures of these devils hanging you, man. So it's out there, So this shouldn't be a far idea that you got enemies, man. Go ahead, up.
It said, for the day shall come upon thee, that thy enemies shall cast a trench about thee.
Right, a trench, that's military talk. And that's what these devils doing. These devils have waged war against Jake, man. And it's all an effort the war is on the coronavirus. They had the war on drugs, they had the war on terror. Now they got the war on the coronavirus. And guess who's the enemy? The so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American. But at the same time, they're giving you money. Calm down, chill. The fucking devil, man. This is the devil. Go ahead.
It says that thy enemies shall cast a trench about thee and compass thee round.
Right, compass thee round means surround you. Go ahead.
And keep thee on every side.
Hold up. And what?
And keep thee on every side.
Yeah, you kept in the house. You can't move. Your house side called it out, man. He have kept you on every side, man. And that's all an effort to strike, to have you in the position where you can't move. Oh, they had a couple of years back where they had these gun buybacks.
Oh, yeah.
Really down south, the big gun states and stuff like that. They had this gun buyback. And it was Jake bringing straps up there. You're going to give him bread. Not understanding that this devil was taking away your protection, man. They want to have the most least resistance they can, because he a homo, he a faggot, man. Let's put it out there. Esau a faggot. Out of all the now this man got all these weaponry, and they want to have you naked. They don't want you to fight back at all. They just want you naked, man. And that's how hunters do. They're hide up in a damn tree, camouflage, set a snare, take you out, because they don't want no resistance. They just want blood, man. Fucking devil. Yeah, go ahead.
God, it says, and shall lay thee even with the ground.
Yeah, he's gonna lay you down. Gonna lay you even with the ground. That was your house. That was a prophecy right there, man. Go ahead.
It said, and shall lay thee even with the ground, and thy children within thee.
Woo! And your children within you, man. That's why when you read, I think that's Hosea, what say they bring their children to the murderer.
Yep.
You know exactly what it is? I think it's Hebrews, the 2nd chapter.
You talking about
Hosea,
yeah, I know.
Get that real quick. Because this devil not even going to have compassion on your children, man. And as harsh as this is the truth, man. We give it to you raw, man. I mean, what better way to get it, man? You want to get the truth, right? Well, the truth ain't as pretty. This devil is finna ohm up, man. How much more can we say this, man? When you go into 70 AD, you know, and beyond, this devil have done nothing but wreak havoc on the nation of Israel, man. Because why? They're natural born enemies. Matter of fact, while you looking for that, give me Genesis 27. And I think, you know exactly what it said, the days of mourning my father.
Yeah, 40.
Yeah, get that.
Yeah, this is the book of Genesis 27. This is the book of Genesis 27. And I'm going to start at verse 40. It says, it's like Genesis 27, verse 41. Mm-hmm. It says, and Esau hated Jacob.
Whoa, and what?
And Esau hated Jacob.
And Esau hated Jacob, man. This man hates you. And when you go to Ezekiel, the 35th chapter, the scriptures go into a vivid illustration of that hate. It captures the essence of that hate, man. The realness of that hate. Which the scriptures framed it as perpetual, man. When you go into that word perpetual, it means long duration. And it goes on to say forever, man. There's nothing this devil, man, there's nothing you can do to make this devil, because he was created to hate you. That's that resistant force, man. Go ahead.
It says, and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing.
Oh, because of the blessing. These jakes that can jump out of the gym, man, Esau hates you for that. These jakes that can dance, and, you know, they women want you. Esau hates you because that's the blessing. The ultimate is because that he was supplanted. All right? Go ahead.
For with his father blessed him, and Esau said in his heart.
Oh, and Esau said in his heart. Now, when you go into that heart again, that translates to these meetings, these secret counsels. Your counsel is held in your heart, man, in your mind. Again, Esau as a body has a head. Who is his head? The bankers. Amalekite. Matter of fact, give me that where the Lord going to deal with Amalekite. The Amalekites, man.
Amalek.
From generation to generation.
Oh, yeah,
So you have the body of Esau, the family body, the structure, the house of Esau, where the chief house, all right, the head of Esau would be these bankers. So they have these meetings, like the Bilderberg meetings, where your meeting is held, in your thoughts, in your head. See? So when the scriptures say, and he said in his heart, read that again.
It says, and Esau said in his heart.
Right, your heart is your mind. Go ahead.
The days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob.
Right, and that happened. That's a prophecy right there when you read that, because after 70 AD, which is your house when your house that's when that's when they slaughtered. That's when the slaughter began, man. After the days of mourning, your house after your house was crucified, because Isaac is your house. See? Read that part. Read that again.
Read from top. It's Genesis 27 and 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob.
Yeah, he didn't say, then will I get with him, work something out of. He said, I would slay him. That was the first instinct came to mind. All right? So that's the time we're in now. These devils said in their heart, in their secret means, that they're going to slay you. And that's what's about to happen, man. They're about to open up on you. Oh, I saw something. I don't know how valid it was, but FEMA just ordered grenade launchers, man.
Damn.
That's crazy right now. That's crazy right there. See, but that's the reality of what's about to happen. Because that's what Trump doing. Trump turning everything over to FEMA, man. All right? You got to put go ahead.
This is the book of Psalms 109 and 3. They compassed me about also with words of hatred and fought against me without a cause.
Yeah, and that's Esau, man. Because we didn't do that to them, really, that birthright, you go back to it, that devil gave it up, man. But he was even deceptive in that.
Yep.
You know, he blamed Jacob. That's why he's known as the accuser, man. All right, that was it on that?
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, this Exodus 17 and 16.
Mm-hmm.
For he hath said, because the Lord has sworn that the Lord would have war with Amalek
Mm-hmm.
from generation to generation.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and that's with the Lord's word. Now, when you read up on that, Moses said this is going to be a remembrance that he's going to erase the memory of these devils from under the heavens, man.
Jump over that.
But yeah, you can.
This Exodus 17 and 14.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lord said unto Moses, write this for a memorial in a book.
Right, a memorial in a book. Go ahead.
And rehearse in the ears of Joshua,
Uh-huh.
for I will utterly put out the remembrance of Amalek.
Right, and Amalek will be again the head tribe
Mm-hmm.
of Esau, man. That's how you take out a serpent. What's the old saying? You take out a serpent, you chop his head off, man.
Yep.
Go ahead.
It says, for I will utterly put out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven.
Yep, and that
Mhm.
proves Obadiah the 18th verse.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. So yep, you go back where you at.
I got that murder.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, this is Hosea chapter 9. I'm going to start at 12.
Mm-hmm.
It said, though they bring up their children, yet will I bereave them.
Yep, read it again, Slack.
Yeah, it said, though they bring up their children, yet will I bereave them, that there shall not be a man left.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, woe also to them when I depart from them. Ephraim, as I saw Tyrus, is planted in a pleasant place, but Ephraim shall bring forth his children to the murderer.
Right, and that's what you see. Ephraim, which symbolizes the northern tribes, you know, that would be the head of the northern tribes,
Mhm.
you know, the Latin tribes. Well, when they come over here on these boats, they try to sneak over these walls. They bring their children to the murderer.
Yep.
And what happens at these borders? It's devil, being the devil he is. And it's well documented. He separate the children from their parents, man.
Mhm.
And God knows what they're doing with them children, man. Hey, man, Esau, man, you got a lot to pay for. But what we outlining here is that hatred, man. All right? And the scriptures call it out. Read that again up.
God, it says, Ephraim, as I saw Tyrus, is planted in a pleasant place,
Mm-hmm.
but Ephraim shall bring forth his children to the murderer.
Yep. So,
Back in Luke,
Mhm.
Luke 19. All right, this back in Luke 19 in 44. It says, and shall lay thee even with the ground,
mm-hmm.
and thy children within thee.
Right, so this devil is going to lay you even with the ground. He's going to lay you down. All right, go ahead. Matter of fact, I'll jump up again. Jump up
Okay,
again.
God, this is Luke 19 and 42. It says, saying, if thou hast known, even thou at least in this thy day, the things which belong unto thy peace.
But if you only knew this truth,
Mhm.
and that's talking to you 2/3, you only understood the things that belong to your peace. Go ahead.
But now they are hid from thine eyes.
Yeah, now this truth is hid from your eyes, meaning you're not going to have peace. Which that proves that this truth brings about peace and serenity, man. Go ahead.
He said, for the days shall come upon thee,
Mm-hmm.
that thine enemies shall cast a trench about thee,
Yep, waging war. Go ahead.
and compares thee round, and keep thee in on every side.
Right, and that's where we at. Right now, you're being kept in on every side. You can't go and come as you please, man. Go ahead.
It said, and shall lay thee even with the ground,
Mm-hmm.
and thy children within thee, and they shall not leave in thee one stone upon another,
Mm-hmm.
because thou knowest not the time of thy visitation.
Yeah, so you don't even know what time you in.
Mm.
You don't even know that this is the time of your visitation. And who really visiting you? It's Yahweh Shemiah Shah
Yep.
in the form of Esau. You got something? Like, let's end off right here. Deuteronomy 28. Start at like 47 verse.
Let's see. This Deuteronomy
So
20.
right now, we're in monumental times. We're in times where the judgment of Yahweh Shemiah Shah, which have been prepared really from the foundation of the world. This is nothing more than the next phase in these theatrics.
Mhm.
You know, the Lord is the ultimate screenwriter, man. And we coming into a dramatic time now, you know? So, start at like the 48 verse, I think.
God, this is Deuteronomy 28 and 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
Look at that word enemies again. That's the common thread. You got enemies, man. As if we got to break that down. Go ahead.
It says, therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
So it's the Lord that's sending this. That's that visitation, right?
That's it.
Go ahead.
It said, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things, he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
Now, that destroy, when you go into that word destroy, it goes back to destruction. When, you might hear that word destruction or destroy, and first thing coming to mind is a damn bomb. It also goes into taking away structure. That's why you get the word construction. Construction means to bring structure. Con meaning with, struction going back to structure. So to destruct means to take away structure. So that's what these devils did. They took away structure from you. You didn't know who you was, man. You didn't know that you was an Israelite. You allowed yourself to being coloreds and Negroes and African Americans, Puerto Ricans, and Haitians, and Jamaicans, and Cubans, Guatemalans. See? That's a form of this devil destroying you. Go ahead.
Yeah, kind. It says, it said, the Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of earth, as swift as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand, a nation of fierce countenance,
go ahead.
We shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young.
Right, and we just read Yahweh said they're going to take you and they're going to lay your young ones down. Now, that happened already, but it didn't change. This devil is not rehabilitated. So when he rolls on you this time, it's going to matter if you're old in a damn wheelchair. It's not going to matter if you're a baby in a damn cradle, man. That's what they're going to do. They're going to roll on you. They're going to lay you down. And you're going to see that this is your enemy, man. And you're going to see why the scripture is going to give credence to the idea of this being the most troublesome time ever witnessed under heaven. Go ahead.
It said, and he shall eat the fruit of thy cattle. And
it's still 40 verse.
Oh, it's all down. I'll rain all down.
Okay, no, I'm just saying. You threw that 40 verse.
Oh yeah, that was all down. Oh yeah,
that's all they want. So that proves right there that when Yahweh made that prophecy that this devil is going to lay you and your children down. We read in Hosea, the 9th chapter, where you bring your children to the murderer. And when you go into history, man, this man fed your children to alligators, This man hates you. And the scriptures say he's not going to regard the gray hair or the children, man. And even, I don't give a damn how young that child is. You go into history, they actually cut old pregnant women, stomped out their babies, man. See, so that's what you're dealing with, So the moral of the story is to flee from these times. And how do you flee? Give me Romans 12. And before you get that, give me Ecclesiastes 14 and start at 14. Right? So there's a way to escape this drama, But again, it has nothing to do with anything carnal. But it has everything to do with a spiritual approach. And that's why we're here. That's why we all called into this gathering, man. So the Lord could give you the blueprint, if you will, on how, because wisdom was given to be applied. You can't say, I know the Lord, and you go out there and you tempt the Lord. The Lord gave you wisdom so you can navigate. You can't have this wisdom, the cop pull you over, and you pull out paper. I know my rights. This is section 402B3. You know what I mean? Yeah. Or even worse, you call for a scripture. Somebody give me Revelation 13. You going into captivity, the cop gonna unfound you. Yeah, Reggie. So wisdom was given to be applied. All right? So the Lord is putting you up on game, as they say, on how to navigate through this. And although we know Yahweh Shema leads us, but you weren't given wisdom. Like, you got a lot of jakes, they got this knowledge and they use it as a form of debate or some shit. No, that ain't why the Lord gave you this, man. It was given to strengthen you. Oh, the scriptures say wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of that time. All right? So go ahead.
This is Sirach 14 and 14. Defraud not thyself of the good day.
Let me see. I This is some Ecclesiastes. Might be.
You talking about William or something? Second Ezra.
Taste the fig time.
It might be.
Quick piece of one, y'all.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is the book of Micah 2:10. Arise and depart, but this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sword destruction. And read it again. This is the book of Micah 2, verse 10. It says, arise ye and depart.
Right, arise ye and depart. Now, do this mean, that's beautiful. Do this mean we arise, we jump on a damn plane, and we depart? No, you depart up here. Meaning you don't become acclimated to this place. You know? Go ahead.
It says, for this is not your rest.
This is not your rest. And Esau trying to put you back to sleep. Now, hey, is you off if you receive a stimulus check or something like that? No. But you can't look at it like, oh, okay, now this is a time for me to get settled. No, man. You got it and you just run with it. And you understand, you hasten the day that Yahweh Shah overthrow this job. All right? Because, again, this is a ploy, man, by the so-called white man to lure you to sleep so he can pounce on you, man. Go ahead.
It says, because it is polluted, it will destroy you, even with a sword destruction.
Yep. So, give me that, start at the 13th verse.
All right, Con, this is 2nd Ezra 14 to 13. Now, therefore, set thine house in order.
Yep, set thine house in order. And that's what we're doing. Because it tells you in Psalm the 50th chapter how the Lord is going to set us in order, right? So that's what we're doing. We set our house in order. We're not concerned with everybody. We're not concerned with you just because you're a Jake. You know, but if you're a part of this household, then we are concerned with you. And we setting this house in order. That's what you're witnessing right now. Go ahead.
Say, now therefore set thine house in order and reprove thy people.
Yep, and reprove thy people. Go ahead.
Comfort such of them.
Comfort such of them.
That as be in trouble.
Right. And that's what we're doing. We're comforting you with the word. Matter of fact, give me real quick 2 Thessalonians 4 and 18 real quick. So the scripture is telling us what we are to do in this time. You know, set our house in order, you know, reprove, which we do that, and comfort such as be in trouble. We're in trouble, man. Versus Esau, which I think there's Psalm 73. They are not in trouble as other men. Give me what you got.
It's the book of 1 Thessalonians 4.
2 Thessalonians. It's first. Oh, so like first.
It's 1 Thessalonians 4 and 18. Wherefore comfort one another with these words.
See? How do you comfort? With these words. See? So that's what this scripture said. Read that again.
God said, now therefore set thy house in order, reprove thy people, comfort such of them as be in trouble.
See, comfort such as thee that be in trouble. Go ahead.
And now renounce corruption.
And now renounce corruption. We doing all those things. You know, go ahead.
It said, let go from thee mortal thoughts.
Right, see, and that's where you can get snared. You know, if you get extra money or whatever and you become mortal. You got to let go of mortal thoughts, which mortal thoughts translates to carnal, being carnal. And that's what Esau trying to get you to do. Esau trying to get you to revert. You know, he's trying to get you snared and caught up in that web, you know, entangled once again in this web of deception, which is America. But you got to let go of that. Go ahead.
It says, cast away the burdens of man.
Yeah, cast away the burdens of man. Who cares if shit shut down? That's the burdens of men. Oh, you got Boosie and all these guys messed up over that. But we ain't messed up over that. We cast away the burdens of men. Go ahead.
It says, put off now the weak nature.
Yep.
And set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee.
And you notice what's the coming thing? This is all the mental game. Everything got to do with the mental. Set aside the thoughts, you know. Go ahead.
It says, and haste thee.
And what?
And haste thee to flee from these times.
To flee from these times, which we opened up with Daniel the 12th chapter. A time of trouble never seen such as there was a nation, even to this very time. So the Lord said, flee from these times. How do you flee from these times? What?
This is Romans 12 and 2. And be not conformed to this world.
And be not conformed to this world. Go ahead.
But be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
See, of your mind. Everything centered around your mind. We're not attached to this world mentally. Yeah, we had to go to the grocery store. Yeah, we had to coexist with the average person out there, you know, if you're working or whatever, right? But mentally, up here, our thoughts is on the kingdom. See? Go ahead.
It says, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is good, that is acceptable and perfect will of the Most High.
See that?
Mm-hmm.
So real quick, let's end off right here on Psalms. I think it's Psalms 7 and 10. So the Lord said, "Be ye transformed with your mind," right?
Mm-hmm.
Meaning, that's what the Lord is paying attention to, your mind.
Yep.
You know, and this is how you flee from this place, through your mind. All right, go ahead.
This Psalm 17, it said, "My defense is of the Most High."
My defense is of the Most High, man. Meaning, when this devil come in with his flood, with his troops, our defense is going to be of Yahweh Shemel Shah. But what's going to be the catalyst of that? What's going to pretty much cement that defense?
It said, "Which saveth the upright in heart."
Which saveth the what?
The upright in heart.
The upright up here in heart, man.
That's it.
All right? So you're going to go off, you're going to have shortcomings, but if you upright up here, meaning you're not acclimated to this place, you're not aligning yourself or attaching to the ways of this world, and your mind is dead set on the kingdom, and Yahweh Shemel Shah, delivering you from this place, man, then that means you upright in the eyes of Yahweh Shemel Shah. So the Lord says he's going to save and defend the upright in heart. All right? So with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the head apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the fellow brethren out there laboring in his work. As well as you believe it's the Akim and Aqua for brothers and sisters alike that subscribe to the truth. Till the next time, Shalom.
Shalom. DTA, Abba, Abba.